Just Eddie, what are your overall impressions on the big fight, Floyd and Maidana? How do you think that went? Were you surprised at kind of how tough it was?
Well, Maidana was coming in, with his A game. That means left jab, right hook, left hook, elbow, knee. I mean, he tried to win by any means necessary, but it didn't work.
Those questionable tactics, is that kind of what you think he had to do if he was going to have a chance?
Listen. If anybody thought he was going to come any different, they're crazy. This is what he does, but it didn't work.
And a lot of talk about distractions. Do you think any of that played into anything? And as a trainer, how do you deal with fighters that may have some kind of issues outside of the ring?
Distractions is nothing, because let me tell you something. When the guy's coming in to kick your ass, the distractions go out the window. You ain't trying to hear that.
Did you get to score the fight yourself, and I'll let you go?
No, I didn't. But Floyd won hands down.
All right.
That was pure nothing.
All right, thanks, Eddie.
Very proud of my countryman, Maidana. He put up a great effort. He showed balls, man. But Floyd adjusted after the 5th round, did what he did best. I think he brought out his A game, the way he went to the body and came back to the head. So good performance for Floyd. And good performance for Rafael. I give him the MVP, man. Took care of that cut every round. Did a good job as a cornerman.
Yeah, were you torn? You got Argentinian blood in you. You look like Justin Bieber, who hangs out with Floyd. You train here at the Mayweather Boxing Club. Were you torn on who to root for?
It was hurting. No, I honestly, if anybody's gonna beat Floyd, I would want one of my countrymen to do it. So that's as far as that goes. But Floyd's great, man. So.
Do you think Marcos Maidana fought a smart fight for his
fight of his life? I think on that night he would have beat just about any other welterweight in the world, including Tim Bradley and Pacquiao. He would have given them a run for their money for sure that night.
Maidana, how to play out?
Oh man, that was a tough ass fight. A tough fight for Floyd Mayweather, tough fight for Marcos Maidana. That just goes to show you, man, these guys are hungry, and if you can't take nothing away from Marcos Maidana. He came out there trying to make it a rugged, as sloppy as possible, but that shows the growth in the man that Floyd Mayweather is as well, because he he made it through there. And not only that, he still got off and got his shit off and became another champion. You know what I mean? A champion once again.
Was that the only chance that Maidana had to win, was roughing it up and make it ugly like that?
That's it. He couldn't outbox for it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not. But let me say something.
Overall impressions, it was a good fight. I think that it was a tough fight. It was one of those fights that Floyd had to show his grit, that he had to dig down and win a fight, show that he can go to war, show that he can go through everything and still win a fight. I think I had it 7-5. But I could also see, this is the thing, I could see how a judge had it a draw in the simple fact that when you're there and you hear the crowd, every little thing that Maidana was doing they were going crazy. So I could see a judge being swayed by the crowd to have it 1-14. But if you watch it as a fighter, you can see that Floyd took 7 rounds for sure to 5 rounds, but it was a tougher fight. I think the 117, 111, I don't agree with that, because you can't say that he only won 3 rounds. Maidana, the thing that had people surprised is that Maidana kept up the same pressure for 12 rounds. But if you watch it, Floyd started pop shotting him. Floyd started taking away a lot of stuff that Maidana was doing. If you took away the points that should have been taken away for the low blow, I mean the knee to the body and the low blow, then I can see how you have the 117, 111. But it was a tough fight. It was a tough fight. It was something that Floyd did. I don't think that they should have a rematch. I think that Floyd should move forward and fight someone else, because he did win. It's not a question.
I thought it was I thought he had a tremendous performance. Because everybody got to see him really sit down and fight, and sit down and let his hands go. Even though Maidana was real dirty and he made the fight real rugged, and kind of tough, but Floyd definitely hit him with cleaner shots, and his punches were crisp and sharp, And Maidana just did a lot of dirty stuff to try and throw Floyd out his element, but But Floyd handled him, you know, like the champ he is, 46-0 for a reason, you know. He just, okay, yeah, no, he knows. 46-0 for a reason, you know, so, I mean, he's the greatest, man. You know? What's that?
Were you surprised it was the closest fight as it was?
No, I mean, Floyd kept saying a lot. He wanted to sit down. He wasn't going to move. He wasn't going to box. He was going to sit there and be right in front of him. So, I mean, what do you know, what you expect from a rugged, tough guy like that? I mean, if he stuck to his word, he gave the fans what they wanted to see. He said he wasn't going to do a lot of movement. He told people that, you know, when the fight was first signed, you know, and he did. He stuck to his word.
What do you have to score?
Huh?
What do you have to score?
116, 112. Some people say 115, 113. I had a 116, 112.
Good fight. Good tough fight. Harder than what it should have been. A lot of dirty tactics, but at the same time, I feel he pulled it out in a tough fight. He dominated down the stretch pretty much easy. So, yeah.
Were you surprised that some people are thinking that Maidana won the fight?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, even if they don't think it anything close with Floyd, they're gonna want to say that the person won or anything close. Because most of the fights not competitive, and when you get something of that nature, you know, they want to see him lose. So if it's close, they're gonna say he lost.
You said it was closer than it should have been. Why is that?
Could have boxed him. Could have boxed him. He boxed circles around him. He's not nowhere near on the skill level. But when you get into that type of fight, skills are kind of out the window. So much more of a dog fight, more of a rugged fight, and it's just more give and take, and with a little bit of skill, like on the inside, little short shots and things like that. But you know, if I think he would have used his legs a lot more and his jab, and then let him maul him like that, it would have been a lot easier. But he said he wanted to get the fans what they wanted, so they did definitely get that.
Should we see a rematch in this or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. They didn't give Cotto a rematch, so I want to see him getting one, really. So.
All right, Maidana.
You know, I think I liked it. I liked it because it showed a different side of Floyd. It showed a tougher side of Floyd. You know, everybody used to send Floyd that's the sweet science boxer, you know, that he is. Like I said, this time we got a tougher side of Floyd, a side of Floyd that shows that he can withstand anything that a so-called 80% knockout ratio puncher can go at.
Drew, were you surprised that it's still really competitive? I mean, a lot of people thought it would be kind of similar to Canelo, where Floyd would dominate completely. Whether it was still a little more competitive than most people thought.
I think the only reason it was competitive because the dude was holding them on the ropes, just doing dirty stuff. Floyd couldn't really do what he wanted to do. The guy had no kind of boxing skills, but I still got Floyd. I still got Floyd winning the fight. Close or not, he still won the fight. Competitive, I say somewhat, because like I said, that's the first time everybody ever really seen Floyd get roughed up to that extent, to where a guy is throwing him down, kneeing him, stuff like that. Nobody never really seen Floyd get roughed up to that point. So like I said, I mean, it was competitive somewhat, but it wasn't competitive on a level to where, he's winning rounds. It wasn't to that point. It was just to the point where, he was just being rough. Now, being rough don't win you a fight. Being rough doesn't win you a fight. It's about hitting the guy and taking control of the fight. Maidana, he never really had control of the fight.
Drew, was that the only chance that he had to win it, was making it ugly as it was?
Yeah, he made it rough for him. That's the only way, him being lucky, but it's not. I didn't see him win at all. Not, it was close because Floyd couldn't do what he wanted to do. So Floyd couldn't get the right percentage of punches out that he could get, So, but he still came on top. There's a lot of people that's gonna hate him. There's a lot of people that love him, but he got the victory.
What do you think of the Floyd Mayweather fight? Closer than a lot of people thought. What were your impressions?
I think it's clear Floyd's victory. People watch that from other side. Maidana was active, really, all the time, but he was going too close. He wrestling. Floyd got more clear shots than him, so It's for me, Floyd wins 7 rounds. One was split, and rest. It's on Maidana.
Were you surprised it was as competitive as it was?
The fight of the night for me was the Jalen Lowe's fight. It's a great fight. He showed the heart of warrior. He goes down and then recover very fast and hit Periban very good.
But with Floyd Maidana, were you surprised the fight was as close as it was?
I'm a little surprised, but everybody knows that Maidana will be good prepared for that fight. So I thought that Floyd can beat him easily, but anyway, victory is victory, you know, that's only what people remember.
It was a very entertaining fight. It was good to see Floyd have to grind a little bit and fight a rough tactical fight to win. I thought the fight was very close. Floyd landed cleaner shots, of course. Maidana came with a lot of pressure, kind of wild pressure, weird overhand rights he was throwing. But in my heart, I probably scored the fight a draw. But I can see why Floyd got the fight. He did land some clean, effective punching. But just in my heart, you know, I had the fight as a draw, but I can see it being scored differently.
Any chance he overlooked Maidana and that might have made it closer than it might have otherwise been?
You know, who knows? You know, there's been a lot of speculation about the breakup with his girlfriend, how that could have affected him psychologically, which could have been a factor. And, you know, Floyd's so great, it's really easy to overlook anyone at this point in his career. So that could have been a factor. But more so, I think Maidana just is a man-type fighter. Nothing flashy, nothing really pops out of the screen. But when you get in the ring with him, he's a tough fight for anyone. He's proven that time and time again.